call a doctor, and the first question that is always asked is, what kind of insurance do you have? When he said he didn't have any, they said, well, we can't take care of you unless you come to the office with $250 in cash. We'll see you if you do that. He said, I don't have that kind of money. They said, then go to the emergency room. That's where 50 million people in this country are today. Go to the emergency room if you can't come with the cash to hand it to the doctor. My office phone today has been ringing off the hook with people demanding that we have health care now. And the Republican alternative doesn't help anyone but protect the insurance companies. The bankruptcy of this plan is pretty clear to everybody. Health analysts, the media, the New York Times, the CBO all agree that the Republican plan will leave 42 million people with nothing. Now, the Republican plan does nothing to help the seniors. It really isn't a plan. It's just a bunch of stuff they scraped up off the floor that they've had laying around for 12 years and did nothing. Now, why don't they put forward a plan? Well, I'll tell you, I've cracked the code. This plan they brought out here, they either haven't read their own bill, because they wouldn't have, you couldn't keep a straight face and come out here and say it was a plan, or they'd rather spend more time hating government than helping people. Remember what they did in New Orleans. That's what their attitude about government is. Don't make it work for the people. Just let people understand you're on your own, folks. That's our plan. We believe in freedom. You're free to be on your own. But most people can't take care of their health care problems on their own. They're lucky if they can.
Gentleman's time
vote
has
against
expired.
this proposal and vote for the bill.
Wheels time.
No one's worked harder on this bill than Congressman Lloyd Doggett from Texas, and it's my honor to yield 2 minutes to him in rebut.
Gentleman from Texas is recognized for 2 minutes.
To cover huge medical bills in Bastrop, Texas, they held a Main Street pancake supper, an auction at the American Legion. Well, essential health care shouldn't depend on the kindness of strangers or the goodness of neighbors, or certainly not on the just say no of the Republican Party or the weak tea parties brewed up by the insurance lobby. Now, belatedly, they offer a scheme as skimpy as a hospital gown. They do nothing to help seniors. Their proposal is inefficient, it's ineffective, and it's wasteful. Masquerading as reform, their bill authorizes insurers to continue denying coverage for pre-existing health conditions like acne or a C-section. Republican obstructionism has itself become one giant pre-existing condition to meaningful change. This is a typical old-time Republican medicine show. Do a little bit for 5% of the people, do nothing for the other 95% of the uninsured, and leave the portion of American families who are uninsured the same tomorrow as today. The only thing they propose more of is more insurance policy loopholes. Freedom? They want the freedom to go broke after a medical emergency, the freedom to have more bankruptcies, the #1 cause of personal bankruptcy in America today. We cannot secure bipartisan support for health insurance reform tonight because they don't support any real solutions for the uninsured. Our Democratic plan is a lifesaver for 12 times as many Americans, and it's a dollar saver, responsibly reducing the national debt by $36 billion more than this phony Republican scheme. Now is the time for a truly historic choice. The Republicans have chosen to side again with the big insurance monopolies. We choose to strengthen Medicare. We choose to stand up for the millions of struggling families who've been denied health care access for too long.
Could I ask how much time I have remaining, Mr. Speaker?
Gentleman from New York.
I'd like